Welcome to Fit Club Vegas, the ultimate fitness destination for visitors. Drop in for a day pass and experience our 10,000 square foot fitness playground. At Fit Club, you'll find state-of-the-art equipment and a sound system so good you'll pitch your headphones. Conveniently located 7 to 12 minutes from the Las Vegas Strip, Fit Club is a perfect spot for you to come get your pump while visiting Sin City. So come check us out at 4525 West Hacienda, Las Vegas, Nevada. Fit Club Vegas, more than a gym, it's a vibe.
Pacific West Injury Law. Injured? Call 602-HURT. Car accident? Call 602-HURT. Our firm is dedicated to you and your recovery.
All right, so we're back for another episode.
Are you going to introduce, or is like Milos?
I don't think we need to introduce anyone. Everyone knows.
Actually.
I mean, the 212 Showdown champ is in the house.
You called it a 212 Showdown.
What is it? What's your title?
212 Mr. O.
When someone says to you, what do you want? What do you tell them?
What did you want? I just say, just like someone ran.
Do you say Mr. Olympia?
I'll say 212 Mr. Olympia, but they have no clue what it is.
I understand. Yeah, people still don't know what Mr. Olympia is.
Yeah, so but honestly, like when I do talk to someone random and they see me, when they compliment me, like, yeah, Mr. Olympia, they don't understand. They say Olympics. They don't even say Mr. Olympia.
Tell me you got that gold medal, bro.
Did you win the Mr. Olympics?
You got that gold medal, right?
You're an Olympian.
What do you get now? What do you have? So you have a medal and the bowl?
Yeah, so it's the bowl. It's
a huge one, or
bowls. It's not that huge. It's
it used to be a pretty good size, wasn't it? Wasn't it like the Arnold one?
When Flex Lewis won, he had,
but
it was
huge.
a big. Yeah, it was.
Set him in his office. Yeah,
it kind of downsized it a little bit, but it's still it's a good size.
Okay,
you don't get the Sander Trophy.
No, I wish.
I mean that's the point that Jay and Matt wanted to make. It's not Mr. Olympia unless it's real Mr. Olympia, but it is. It's called 212 Olympia.
Yeah. Do you know what, though?
Yeah.
He's going to get one of those sandals.
One day.
Yeah, one of these days, yeah. You just want to emphasize.
It's not yet. So you're looking at, you're eyeing any new, you don't care about new talent because you're improved.
No, I don't.
Your starting point, did you do a comparison of your starting point this year compared to last year?
Yeah, I did.
It's tremendous, right?
It's tremendous. You can't compare it. You can't compare what I look like between last year. Every year is just different. My body's just different. And I like to say be a bodybuilder 24/7, which means staying on diet, still doing a cardio year round, and train your ass off, even in the health phase when you're off cycle or whatever you guys want to call it. And that's exactly what the approach that I made from 23 to 24. And what I like to evaluate was the guest post that I just did. I'm sure we'll talk about it. I was 223 when I did the guest post, which was a couple of days ago. I was 217 when I did it last year. It's a completely different look. It's not a comparison.
Let me ask you a question now. You took a whole year hiatus from the last Olympia competing.
Yeah.
Is there certain points of the year that it's a harder obstacle for you to be motivated, or like how often are you critiquing your physique? Are you doing weekly pictures, bi-weekly?
Oh, all the time. I mean, and then for you, like you could just pull your phone up of the amount of check-ins I send.
Yeah.
Sean Ray, Flex Willer, Chris Cormier, Dennis James, Jose Raymond. The list goes on. There's the amount of people I talk weekly, just sending my pictures, wanting to get a critique.
What's the feedback you get from all of us?
I mean,
consensus.
More so for Sean Ray, he may be like, hey, maybe fix your hands on this placement wise on the side chest or something like that. Jose Raymond, blunt as hell. He would tell you straight up if you look like poop or not. He'll tell you what you need to bring up. So he may tell me something what I may need to focus on. I always want criticism. I want to be criticized. That's why I'm in this sport. I mean, that's how I got better. This is the only way you're going to get better. And unfortunately, competitors don't like to be criticized. And I want it, because I want to get better. I want to be at the top. And my end goal is to be a Mr. Olympia one day, be Mr. Olympia. And so that's why I talk to these guys and send these guys my check-ins so I can see what I can work on.
You don't send it to the harshest critic.
Oh, man, the harsh.
Where has he improved the most?
Actually, I did pull you on the Dragon's Lair that one day about 6 months ago, and I analyzed your video, and I said pretty much everything was perfect, if you remember. And then when you were doing quarter turns, there was a few moments that you didn't master your breathing. And by the Olympia, now every time I see you, you did master your breathing. Your waist is sucked in, super flat stomach, vacuumed. You never lose it. So I got to give you credit. Send me the updates too, because I want to be on that list. I'm a huge fan.
Tell me, I know what his most improvement is, but I want to hear from you.
First, I followed him since he was a classic. I had on my Instagram in my highlights, when he was doing classic, I was commenting how great physique, structure, and everything he has, but he's blooming into the full open Olympia contender. He can give health. Where did he improve? Most dramatic V taper you can possibly see.
Well, because the legs have improved.
Legs, X-frame,
and fullness is in the legs now, so the balance is.
So this is an example I was making the other day. Some of Mr. Olympias, that I mentioned, would have a wider waist comparing to the weaker legs. And then when you look at the ratio, waist to legs, right there, boom. He has a super small waist and flaring quads. It's unbelievable.
Does he have the most impressive front double bicep in the business?
It might not just be the business. It's probably one of the best of all time. I mean, think about it. With the tiny waist, the flaring quads, the peak biceps, like we were talking about last time, you can see the splits in the biceps. You see the lat.
I mean, all this
best of all time.
The chest is full.
Everything.
I mean, you posted Saturday night. Obviously, I posted it. David Bay was there. He emceed the show, and he said, "Holy shit!" How does that make you feel?
Amazing.
Like, do you say, "Hey, that's you just competed in your basically in the Olympia just with that weekend"? Like, they know what's coming now.
Yeah,
you let the cat out of the bag.
Yeah, I mean, this is my third year in a row doing that guest pose, and that guest pose is the way we evaluate my physique. Like I said, the progress that I made for the muscularity, the conditioning compared to the last year guest posing, and it's an amazing feeling, and that's what keeps me motivated. That's what keeps me going, and I'm more motivated than ever because I'm seeing what I look like now compared to last year, and I know I brought a really good physique last year. This year, I mean, it's going to be a look people shouldn't miss. It's going to shock the world again, and I'm very confident that what people are going to see this year is going to be probably the best physique again in the show.
Last year, it was so dominant, it was not even close. It was light years ahead. And going into this year...
It's pretty upsetting for his competition.
It is.
It is what it is.
You already slammed not one door, but 15 doors. They can open it. The Turkish kid, Nihat Kia, I believe, is phenomenal. He's going to, probably be contesting for a second place, but he is not still at your level. What you have... It needs to be on the open.
I don't think he cares.
Open Olympia stage. Yeah, I mean, listen.
Ask him if he cares.
No, but I'm sure that he doesn't care. Whoever is going to show up there.
I'm gonna just say like this: Nihat is a teammate of mine. We're on the same team, and I'm giving you an answer. No, I don't. Like I said, I don't focus on the competition. I honestly don't. I really don't. I care less. I'm at the point in my career now that I'm just focusing on me because I think my goals is a lot bigger than my competition. It's a lot bigger than who's coming up. I know what I have. I know what else I can improve on. If I can have something to improve on, I'm not worried about my competition.
Are you doing Arnold Classic next year?
I'm going to do what?
Arnold Classic next year?
Oh, no. That's not in the cards right now.
No?
Okay. No.
I thought
maybe try to be slick. You're not going to get me.
Hopefully we can get a reshuffle and get a new deck so you are in Arnold next year.
No, nothing's in the cards. They're doing anything after the old man. I'm really just seriously focused on 212.
Yeah. But okay, as you were saying, is it satisfying to just be 212 champ when you know that you could be on that Olympia stage, first call out and give run to the money of all the top three guys?
When the time is right, That's what I feel.
When is time?
Right now, I think my destiny right now is 212. 212. That's all I'm focusing on. I want a certain amount of, winnings in the 212 before I feel good about going to the open. And just building a legacy. That's what it is. I don't want to just jump to the open because, people want me to go to open. I want to do it when Keone is ready. And right now, I'm not ready to make that move permanently. I'm not ready to go up there. I feel like I still have a few more years left in the tank for 212. Then move to open. It's going to happen. I'm only 30 years old. There's no time. There's no time to rush. It's so, you know, when it's time, it's time. Huh?
I'm going to put you on the spot.
You thinking about this question?
Who is the greatest 212 competitor ever besides yourself?
212 ever? Flex Lewis?
Why? Why not Derek Lunsford? Why not Hadi Chupin?
Well, Flex stayed for 7 years. He got 7 trophies, you know? So, I mean, that's...
Derek got one and moved and placed second at the Olympia and then won.
Yeah, but it doesn't really make you the best, like the best 212 ever because he didn't stay, you know? I want to stay in 212. I want to like marinate in the division.
How would Flex done against Phil Heath in the competition?
I mean, Flex, there's a reason why Flex didn't do the Open. There's a reason he couldn't break into those top 5. I honestly, sincerely think so. I love Flex, but let's put it this way. You're winning, and you have a chance. People are talking. Samir Bano at one moment was saying, that's the best bodybuilder. He should be at Open. Why didn't he make the move? You don't make a move when you're not confident.
His goal was to at the end.
Well, let's analyze this. Lee Priest talk about it. He would never even compete in 212 because he wanted to compete against the best in the world. Yeah. Sean Ray, right, Lee Labrada, those guys were there, placing second at and they were under 212. Look at back. I mean, there was Frank Zane, who was 3 times Mr. Olympia. He would be 212. There's Mohammed Makavi, Danny Padilla, right? So you make that very strong point that if you call yourself Mr. Olympia, there is the one Mr. Olympia, right? And
Francis Benpato been 212 also.
Yeah, he would be for sure. He would be for sure. He could do.
Some of these guys.
He could do everything from men's physique, classic physique, 212, and open. Yeah, but I am super impressed with you. Not impressed, super impressed. 2 years ago, when you beat Sean Clarida, Sean was better conditioned, and there was argument. Okay, what are you going to go for? You had a beautiful shape. We all talk about. If Keone ever brings it, the show is over. Not just that you brought it. You polished your physique. Your presentation was phenomenal. Confidence that you showed. Every move that you made was measured. It was like masterpiece. That's why, I mean, we kind of believe that you would give hell to the guys at the top. Right now. So think about this. How did you...
I wish they would let it. I wish it was still a crossover.
Yeah. How did Chopper?
Should.
Hey, listen.
I just wish they would separate the days so it's like, oh yeah, 212. Is it done at Friday night?
Yeah, it's
212
Friday. They're separate.
Even if you do,
I wish they do a prejudging Saturday.
He can stay backstage, finish 212, and go back.
I guarantee, bro. Like you smoke it. If you won, you know, sort of like you did last year. It's pretty tempting to like, hey man, this might have been my best. Like I wake up Saturday morning, I could do this again. You know,
I think you should be able to do both.
If they had that, 100%, I would do that. But I don't believe that
off. I totally understand what you're saying though, because you kind of listen. You have one task. It's not like can't go to a fight and say, okay, I'm going to fight this guy. Then Saturday I'm going to fight. You know what I mean?
It used to be like 3 fights in a day. Remember back in the
beginning?
Mark Kerr was just talking about at the Hall of Fame. He had to fight 3 guys back to back to back.
All right, take 2. Hey guys, if you have not heard, I've launched my own TRT clinic. TRT Kingdom is now live. And if you'd like to schedule on consult or get more information, make sure you guys go over, check it out, and let us see how we can help with your health needs.
Click the link below.
Shit.
Say click the link below.
Okay. Click the link below.
But the point I was making, Hadi Chapman was 212, qualified for Olympia, then went to Vancouver, won that show, and then it was like, oh, what are you going to answer? 212? You can't do both. So there was 212 was obvious. He chose to go and place top 3.
Guys, they had it because David Henry did both. What year was that?
Oh,
it was
15?
years before.
Is it?
Yeah.
2015?
It was 202, I thought, right?
Yeah, it was, yeah.
I mean, when Derek, we were talking about Derek, should he do 212 on open? And we said, okay, maybe he should do open, but we didn't know where he's going to fit. Yeah. I mean, there's going against Big Ramy, you know, and Nick Walker and all this. Like, where he's going to fit? He fit perfectly, second place.
I want to see you pose down with these guys in these off
No,
season.
I would love to. I mean, that's why I took the challenge to post next to Samson that
was great.
pro. You know, I'm not running from these guys.
How did you feel after that?
I felt great.
What was the feedback?
Um,
I wasn't there, so
the feedback when I talked to Tyler was he was very shocked. He was very surprised. Last time I talked to Tyler, he told me I needed to put a little bit more volume on my legs. And that was back in FIBO. And then I went to Pittsburgh Pro. You know, I was still I'm in my off season, so I put on a couple more pounds since I saw him from FIBO, and he was very surprised. He was very shocked and very happy with what I brought. And it was nothing bad. He couldn't say anything bad. Just keep doing what you're doing. And but it felt amazing to be next to Samson. You know, obviously I said Mr. Olympia, so who would not want to be next to Mr. Olympia? But also, you know, I knew that was my time to show people that, you know, how can you compare someone 6 foot, 300 plus pounds to 5'5", that's 230 something pounds. You know, what that would look like on stage, not in competition shape. So that gave me a lot of, you know, it gave me something to look back on. So
I've noticed in the last couple of years, I was telling Jay this, the whole aura around you is different. Everything, the confidence, you smile more, you hold your head up more, just everything. When was there something that happened that made you transition to this confident, it just seems like everything's different around you now?
I mean, because I want to be the best ambassador in the sport. You know, I'm the champ now of the 212, so you can't be a Mr. O in whatever division and not be confident. What is the purpose? I'm trying to be a leader. You know, I want to lead people, so I want to show people that when you're at the top, you have to be confident. And my wife pushed me every single day. Amanda, she trains me every day in the gym. You know, and just confidence, man. I love this shit so much, and I just want to keep winning. And when you get the taste of that winning, like winning something so prestige like that, your confidence goes up. And that's what I feel. So that's why when I was on stage last year, I was like, yeah, I'm hitting poses, I'm shaking my head, I'm smiling, I'm licking, I'm pointing at the judges, I'm showing them I'm here. They're going to get the same thing this year times 10. You know, I'm even more confident now. I guest pose next to Samson. Guess what? That boosts my confidence. I did a guest pose the other day. I look goddamn amazing. I don't even say that about myself, but when I saw that, I was shocked.
Yeah.
I was like, that's me, you know, boost my confidence even more, you know? So yeah, it's just, this is the energy now. This is the energy.
Good.
So,
hey, you know, I was, when we were talking earlier, I said the same thing to you. You were always confident, but there was a moment in time where your confidence went from, I can do this, to it just exploded. Yeah. I'm assuming that was 01.
Yeah, and it was 2000. You know, I got to stand next to Coleman on the Euro Tour where I didn't really get a solid comparison with him before. That was like 1-2. So, you know, having Chris in my corner, you know, which is like you have your coach, you know, it really helps to have that person be like, hey, you know what, you held your own there. Now, granted, I thought there was some politics, you know, so would I be able to stand next to that next fall? I took the whole year off and trained for 2001, and when I got to stand next to Ronnie and got the first call, you know, I deserved to be there. So that's where, from then forward, I was pretty much, hey, I solidified myself. And, you know, you always question every year because, you know, you see the hype guys. You know, it's just like we talked about the Turkish kid who's phenomenal at a young age. You know, for 22, is he 21 or 22? I mean, you got to look at that and say, wow, you know, what's this kid going to be like at 25, right? We rave about these guys and being 30 years old, right? Because you're not even into your own. Your own is late 30s. Like he's not even close to the window yet. So how far can you go? The question is, you know, and I get a lot of kickback when I say Keone needs to do open, you know, and that's my opinion. Everyone has their opinion, just like you do. He has his own. He's sitting here saying, I'm not ready to do it yet. But it's easy for us to say, get to the big leagues and win the big one. And that's where you can solidify yourself. But time is an essence, man. And the truth is he looks great now at 220. What are you now?
221 right now.
So if he competes at he has cap is 212. Like, let's just say he's 212. listen, man, he puts on 10 pounds. You don't know where that 10 pounds, I mean, you assume it's going to go. You just raved about his small waist and all these, the things that, the qualities and all the things that make him the champion that he is. You start adding the pounds and
it could go somewhere
hard not to get the distension and all those things. So, be careful what you wish for at the same time, because enjoy the journey. And I can tell you, I'm going to say it because I know the training is what you look forward to the most, because I see it. Just like you just said, you smile. He's more astute. He's proud of his accomplishments in the gym. Yeah. The stage is just a platform for him to get visibility of, I'm here, I'm competing. I would have to say the gym time is still his favorite, right?
Yeah.
I mean, getting on stage is just a showcase of what I busted my ass off for a year. And like you said, you just said an off season, but I don't think there's an off season in your vocabulary, because it sounds like, the meals are prepped. I mean, how many meals a day? I mean, if I asked you right now, how many meals a day you eating, how much cardio you doing a day, and what's your training schedule? You can just, how many meals a day?
Yeah, 6 meals a day.
And what time do you eat first meal?
Usually about like 9:30, and it's every 2 hours, 2.5 hours from there.
Yeah, by the clock. Not by, I'm starving.
It's a business of bodybuilding.
When I get home from the podcast, my wife will have a meal for me ready to make, to eat.
And days off, I'm sure, is business, but you're trying to actually take a day off and rest. It's recovery day, right?
Yeah, it's recovery day. It's just staying. I call it active recovery day. Getting steps in, doing stuff around the house. I'm hungry, so I like to be busy when I'm in.
So is today a day you're doing no cardio whatsoever?
No, I do cardio every day.
Okay,
every day, even in
I saw the garage this morning half open and shit when it's hot.
Yeah, cardio every single day, man. Every single day.
Do you believe in types of cardio at this point, or
do I believe in what now?
Like what type of cardio you do?
I usually do treadmill incline, high incline, and then also in the off season, what I did was I did 30 minutes every day. Then my wife had me doing 2 days of HIIT cardio, just for like cardiovascular health.
So high intensity.
Really, just trying to condition the heart.
Yeah, bring up and down.
Keeping the blood pressure down. And
so what is 30 seconds, 90 seconds, or 1 minute, 3 minutes?
I think it was about like a minute all out on the spin bike, and then like 30, probably like a minute cool down. And I'll do that for like 15 minutes, and that was like my cardio, my HIIT cardio for the week. And I would do it like once or twice a week. And all the other days was 30 minutes treadmill.
Did you notice it leans your body down?
1,000%. I was in the best shape and condition in my off season ever. I seen it a lot in the other competitors, but actually seeing it on myself, I thought it was pretty goddamn cool. So
Chris put me on the high intensity cardio, 20 minutes, but you're going to do all out, up and down. And I'm like, fuck, I hate those days, because they are hard, right?
It is.
When you're a big dude. I mean, I was pushing 290, and I'm like, he's like, I'd only want 20 minutes. I'm like, man, I like that slow, steady thing for like 30, 40 minutes, And then he's like, just all out. And sometimes like 15 minutes, and I'm like, God, can I get this done in 15 minutes? But when you bump that heart rate like that, it makes a big difference.
I mean, it is tough when you're bigger and got body fat on you. Yeah, it is tough. Even for me, it wasn't just easy. I didn't just got on and just killed it. I had to build it up, and, it was tough, but it works and it paid off, and you feel good afterwards too.
I had a funny thing about a week ago. I got a text message from Tom Aspinall. He said, when those bodybuilders talk about the cardio, 1 hour, 2 hours, what did it mean? So Jay, Ronnie, back in the day, they did a slow, steady cardio. I didn't know that you do it. He does all kinds of stuff, right? But if you do the cardio for a reason of burning body fat, we have to be at that targeted 60%, 65% of maximum heart rate. Okay, that's it. When you go to HIIT, you burn not just the fat, but also glucose as a fuel. Because it's going to get you this cardiovascular shape. Of course, but it can burn you up too quickly if you do too much.
Fasted cardio.
Yeah, it's funny. But so you do 365 days a year cardio?
Yeah.
I did cardio back in 97 once. How about you?
I did like 3 days ago.
3 days
15
ago.
minutes on the step mill.
Congratulations.
Yeah, it's just a routine thing now. It's part of the routine, so I have to do it. If I don't do cardio, I don't feel accomplished.
You feel guilty.
I feel lazy. Yeah. So I just have to do cardio. Even we're traveling and we have to wake up 5 a.m. to catch a 8 o'clock flight. When we're settled down in the Airbnb, we go straight to like Planet Fitness or whatever's close and do cardio still.
Wow.
Just got to get it in.
So you think that the body's responsive when you start your prep, you're leaning down. Are you doing it? Are you triggering that with calories in, calories out kind of thing? Or Like how has your diet shifted since the off season, since you stayed in such amazing shape?
My diet is actually the same, just like off season, like the same food choices and like the protein, the carbs.
Are you manipulating anything yet?
Well, but Patrick dropped the food. He dropped it down. It's just a smaller portion.
Are you hungry?
Yeah, I'm hungry. I mean, because this is the most food I ever ate this off season, for me. And so having it taper down, definitely makes me really fucking hungry. But yeah, like I said, same exact foods, like 250 grams of rice versus 400 grams of rice. You know what I mean? So
Cooked,
yeah. So same thing.
How about protein portions?
Proteins usually like 250 grams of chicken, like per meal, stuff like something around
Basic.
there. Yeah.
I
I
mean,
don't even look at my meal plan. My wife has the meal plan. She cooks all the food. I just eat it.
pretty much it makes sense. Always, I had it for 15 years straight. Same meals, you just manipulate the amounts. Drop here, drop that.
I don't think it's necessary to, like, when you get in prep, you have to change every single protein. I've seen that. I've been that client before where a coach gave me years ago, like, the food in the off season was completely different from prep. I think what's been working, it works. Just lower the food down.
Yeah,
That's what I think.
it makes sense.
You know?
For me too.
Yeah. It's not rocket science.
Have you been pressured by the business of bodybuilding at all this year, being Mr. Olympia now for the second time?
Pressure for business.
Yeah, like traveling and having more demand.
Definitely more people want to pull me left or right to go places, do appearances and stuff.
How do you decide what you do and don't do?
Whatever makes sense, whatever pays and what makes sense. I mean, my wife handles all that stuff for me. So usually when we get an email, she know whether it's worth it or not. And then she'll talk to me about it and we'll agree yes or no. So all my travel is very, very, picked out and well planned.
Where have you got to go this year that you didn't get to go last year?
I went to FIBO. I went to a lot of places. FIBO. Went to Mexico City. Some of the same other places.
Asia? You go to Asia yet?
To Korea, didn't you?
Yeah, I go to Korea every year for my clothing brand Freedom.
Okay.
And then an equipment brand Zero to Hero. I go there every single year.
You like Asia?
I love Asia. It's pretty cool. I mean, that's like all the 212 bodybuilders are out there. They love 212 out there, so it's cool.
You like the king out there, bro.
You know what I was thinking? I mean, he trains with his wife. You did back in the day when you were winning. Samson is. What's up with that? Like, you don't want to disappoint your wife, because you can disappoint your training partner and avoid it, right?
But his wife competes.
I know, but
Yeah, but his wife kicks his ass in the gym.
Yeah.
Every single day. Just kind of.
Every single day.
So you've been training at different gyms. I mean, you're welcome everywhere.
Yeah.
Being Mr. Olympia. You're hanging your hat at Dragons. Is this your home base now?
Yeah, that's pretty much the home base. It's kind of funny because, like, every year we kind of when I first moved here, I started as strength coacher. I did that for a year. Then I went to Dragons for a year. I went back to strength coacher. Now I'm back at Dragons. I'm probably gonna stay at Dragons.
Is there a vibe that you're looking for, or are you just get in the mood of? Because I would train at different gyms depending on my mood.
I guess more so the vibe, If the gym is too compact when I'm training, over time I get annoyed. I just have to go somewhere else that has more space. So that's why I'm kind of really back at Dragons, just because it just has more space. I can move around more. I'm still busy. It is what it is. It's a tourist trap, I like to say. Dragons is a tourist trap. There's a lot of day passers that come there and stuff, which I don't mind. But at least I have space to move around and do what I have to do. I know they built that new gym, New Tech. Yeah. I went there when they was building it, but not.
Are you going to train there?
Equipment.
It's
pretty far. It's in Henderson. It's kind of opposite from me.
It used to be Gold's Gym, yeah.
What?
It was Gold's Gym Eastern.
That was really?
It was Gold's Gym Eastern, yeah.
Oh.
I used to film there a bunch of times, like the last few years.
Where New Tech is at now?
You're going to love it. You're going to love it.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, I haven't been in there since they put equipment in there, but I saw some pictures. I saw Regan train. I saw you in there doing some poses with the pictures. And it looks like, it reminds me kind of like Pure Muscle in fitness. Pure Muscle a little bit in Canada. Yeah. It's giving me that type of vibe.
All black. Let me ask you a question. Does Flex give you advice or inspiration towards your goals?
All the time. When it's hard for me to catch him because usually when I'm training, he's off of work most of the times. But when I do see him in person, we'll go to the office and we'll chop it up. And he's. I will call him like a mentor to me as well, especially when we see each other. I know he's been going through a lot of injuries and traveling and stuff, so it's hard to catch him lately. But in the past, he definitely given me really good advice, and yeah. So I really appreciate when he do talk to me and stuff, and I send him my check-ins as well. I talk to him about my guest pose. So
It's hard for me to pick him apart.
I mean, I did. I analyze everything. It's masterful. Transitions, how he goes about, sequence of the poses he chooses, aesthetics. Keeps the pose long enough. Because what pisses me off, many people, when they try to do some dramatic thing, they have too much movement and very little posing.
Like with the hands and stuff?
Yeah, I mean, it's disturbing.
That's what men's physique. Did you hear his critique on the posing
he
lately?
does.
Like he's
No,
criticizing
what I was
post
saying,
routines.
I would just want routines to be valued much more, but it's still physique that is being judged.
We have to be careful with this because we were referring to the open class, not everyone's like jumping on, it's classic physique and 212. I feel like why are all these guys paying much more attention to the routines than the open guys?
212?
Is 212 judged?
No, but
For
they're
routines?
Yeah, for routines, yeah.
No.
Posing round.
I don't.
Then why do they put so much effort?
they're true to it,
Whoever Classic.
I mean, look
I know
at
classic. You kind of have to with classic.
all the classic guys.
Are they
doing,
judge classic on posing?
No, but that's classic about it is the way they pose, they present their body, so they do many classical poses. Keone does a lot of classical poses that are just beautiful, but he goes change the levels up and down, the kneeling and lunging and all this stuff.
What's effort?
Yeah, 8 mandatories and 20 other than mandatory poses that look even better than mandatories. So I take my hat off to you, but it's just like how you go about it, that confidence when you bring the, ass back and then fibers go about and glutes, and then your quads out, in and out, in and out, in and out, and then squeeze it. That's mastery. Do you practice this every day?
I do. So usually when I do, after I do my cardio, I always go upstairs. I'll set the tripod up. Yeah, and I just run through rounds. So I have I take check-ins every other day, but I pose every day. I'll just set my camera up and I'll do a 3-minute rounds for about 5 times. So 3-minute rounds is usually all my quarter turns and the mandatories. They usually take about 3 minutes because I'm holding them for a certain amount of seconds. I'll go back to the camera, see what I need to work on, get my breath, and I'll do it all over again. That's usually how I practice my posing. As far as routine goes, I don't do choreographed routines. Everything I do is freestyle. But since I practice posing so much, I know what poses look good on my physique.
So you improvise.
Yeah, and so this guest pose coming up, I tried a couple of different poses I've never done, but I use guest poses to practice that for the Olympia. So if I like it, I'll do it for the Olympia. If I don't do it for the Olympia. See what I'm saying? So guest posing for me is like practicing leading up to the Olympia. And usually when I do my routines, I don't look in the mirror. I'll just have full clothes on. I'll go in my garage or upstairs in the room, and I'll just freestyle pose through songs that I know the lyrics to, because when you know the lyrics to a song, that's when you flow the best too. Sean Ray told me that. And that's why the song that I pose to in the guest pose, whenever we show it up, you'll see me singing it as I'm moving, as I'm posing to it. Yeah. And that's how I just flow to it. Yeah, you have to feel it. You have to feel it. I mean, when you know all the words, you know the beat, you know how to hit every other beat versus trying to chase the beat, So
I was going to ask each of you, obviously he doesn't have any visible major flaws. If there is one thing you would like to see him improve on before this next Olympia, what would it be for each of you?
Okay, listen, standing there next to Samson, you could still maybe see the thickness of the back. As good as it is, right? And how to say, there's back wins. That's why Dorian won. That's why Lee Haney. That's why, and then a list of people. That's why Derek maybe beat Hadi that year. So if he's going to go 212, you don't have a competition. I'm going to say this. You're going to take first, second, third, fourth, and fifth place. Everybody's going for a sixth.
Does he get all the checks?
He should. I mean, speaking of that, but when you go against guys like Derek, you have a similar shape. Like if you're going to shut the lights and look at the silhouette and you guys, come on stage, it would be, similar silhouette.
Got better arms.
He has better arms, he has better legs. You know, size-wise, this is the enigma. When he said 209, 209 is your target for this year, right? It's mind-boggling that this much muscle is only 209, right? So sometimes maybe if you don't even say it, that's why Labrada could fight with Lee Haney. That's why, Sean Ray. The illusion.
Way bigger than 209.
I heard Haney talk about you, and he says you have the most perfect physique, and he's bothered by somebody saying you need to put to 20 pounds. What does a Keone need 20 pounds to be, you know?
And I do agree with that. And shout out to Lee Haney. I know you guys probably don't know this, but Lee Haney used to be my mentor. I'm from Georgia. I lived in Atlanta. That was my first bodybuilding show. It was Lee Haney Classic that I won. So Lee Haney been on my circle ever since. And we used to talk every single day. He would send me like Bible scripts and we'll just talk. And so he's definitely a mentor. I love him to death. So shout out to Lee Haney. But yeah, I agree. I don't feel like I need to put on 20 pounds. It's people, we're rushing too much to put on so much muscle.
Yeah.
Aesthetics always win.
Aesthetics wins.
It always wins. I always feel that way, and it's always going to. And that's just the whole point that Lee Haney is making.
What is the definition of aesthetics? Small waist, flat stomach.
Yes.
I mean, everything else, if you have a thick chest, thick shoulders, that's more now going into muscularity. You have, for me, enough. But I did mention to be competitive against those guys, if you thicken that back a bit more, then you might be
a few more pounds, but 20 pounds, that sounds very that's absurd. Yeah, that's absurd. We don't need to do that.
Jay?
Well, the pecs, obviously the shot, he's improving through here, It's just density. It's the maturity, his young age, remember, people forget this guy was natural forever, And
how long you were natural?
When I met him, he was natural.
Yeah, when the Arnold Classic, when I met him in the Arnold Classic with PJ Braun at, I forgot. I think it was.
Do you know where we met, bro? But you know where I
gym, it doesn't exist anymore.
Yeah, because that's the New Tech Gym.
Oh shit!
That is the New Tech Gym, bro. Where I met you.
What do you mean?
That's
2019.
Yes, that's the New Tech Gym.
What do you mean? The one in Henderson?
It was Gold's Gym Eastern.
Really?
And I met you in the front lobby. We shook hands. Remember that by the front desk? That's the New Tech Gym.
What color of T-shirt was he wearing?
I don't remember. That was.
Jay will remember. He was a little guy though. He was
little man. I was like a wet 100.
He was so polite. He's always so polite. But listen, it's all. I'm sure he can look at his physique and say, "Hey, I want this, I want that." But the condition factor is really where the tables turned last year for him. Because remember, his first Olympia, you had the naysayers that talked about, Keone, and I'm like, he's got the size, he's got the roundness, he's got enough. And listen, we're fans of Clarita. I mean, Clarita's an unbelievable champion. And of course, you hate to see someone lose like that, right? But you also like to see someone take it. And now he's really taken back, okay, this is my responsibility. And I'm sure, listen, do the fans motivate you in a sense? I know you're self-motivated, but tell me the feedback you've gotten since last year's Olympic, because for the first time you solidified yourself like, there's no question I won. Yeah. I mean, that was the first time you ever said, okay, I smoked this thing. I'm next level, right? When you walked away last year.
Yeah.
Then the first year. From the first year, you probably said, man, I could improve.
Yeah, 23, I felt like I still had.
You were a little disappointed, I'm sure.
I had so much where I feel like I could improve. Was that my best at the moment? Yes, it was. I still got better from Texas Pro that qualified me for the Olympia. But I still knew I still known that I had so much more in the tank to get better, to fill out, bring more condition. That's why we went straight to work. And that's why I like to say bodybuilding 24/7. It was no BS. It was no nights really going out. It was just on diet year round. When I went to Korea in 23 for the first time, I hit those guys up, make sure I had a meal prep sponsor. Everywhere I go when I travel out the country, I make sure I have a meal prep sponsor. Everywhere I go to stay on diet. And, but yeah, not to get off subject. Yeah, the fans definitely motivate me 100%. I get the best messages. And, yeah.
What your DMs look like after Saturday?
It's insane. I stopped looking. I stopped looking.
How many followers did you gain? I get better.
Not enough.
I'm not enough. I'm not sure how much. I don't really look at how many I get in a day, but I mean, 2 days ago I was at 587. Now I'm at 540K. So it's growing really fast. But the fans are amazing, you know, but it's always motivating to see people, you know, support me. It always feels good.
Have you gotten pushback from any of the pro bodybuilders? Like, is there anyone that you feel it doesn't cheer you on?
No, I don't really pay attention to that stuff. I'm not really focused on or don't care.
I mean, when you're asking all of us, hey, what do you think about my progress? Is there anyone that is harsher than others? I mean, Sean, obviously.
I mean, I think the most harsh critique would be always gonna be my wife.
Oh, yeah.
Always, she's very straightforward. Patrick too, and Patrick don't blow smoke up my ass ever. He'll tell me.
Yeah.
He always tell me what I need to work on, unless I send him a check anywhere. He was like, "Fuck, I tried so hard to find what we need to improve on for this moment, and I can't tell you anything." But the most harsh critique in my circle is my wife. Tell me straight up, she see me every day, every single day, you know. So, and I think that's what really pushed me to be where I'm at today is because of her.
How do you feel the landscape of watching all these pro shows? And I mean, we break it down every week for these different ones. When you see people like Nexzilla come up and the Nick Walker controversy with Derek,
Like, how do I feel about it?
How do you eye that? Do you feel like bodybuilding in the open division is what? How do you feel about the direction? Do you feel like there's been critiques of like, you know, obviously we've been talking lately about, you know, the quarter turns and the posing rounds and whatnot. Is it still a muscle show in your eyes, or do you feel like, and how do you feel about when they compare old school versus new school, and they give like, they're giving Lee Haney a hard time, for example, about like the bodies and how they look?
Like, one thing about the whole Lee Haney situation is the overall message. The overall message was aesthetics. He could have delivered in a better way versus, you know, targeting one person, but the overall message was aesthetics. Let's bring back aesthetics, let's slow down. We don't have to worry about putting on so much goddamn muscle in 1 year. Bodybuilding is always going to be a muscle contest, but it's also condition, shape, structure, posing, the way how you present your physique, all of that. It shouldn't be just one thing. It should be every single thing. And that's the reason why Samson won Olympia, right? You know, he wasn't the most shredded, but he has a beautiful shape. He poses well. He's just a perfect Mr. Olympia right now when you're talking about aesthetics. And I'm sure you can agree with me on that. So
that would be, I would make a t-shirt, aesthetics. That's hashtag bodybuilding aesthetics.
yeah, so you know,
You are the paragon for that.
yeah, I appreciate that. And I think that open is going into the right direction. We just have to give it time, and we just got to put more light on aesthetic bodybuilders versus like the guys that's really not aesthetic, if that makes sense.
Do you think the money increase distorts the message? Meaning,
Like distract people?
Distract them, yes.
It can.
Like it went up a lot, you know, in the last couple of years. It dropped. It's kind of a bidding. It almost, people see it as a bidding war, right? The Olympia versus the Arnold. Like, you know, Arnold bumps it to 750 next year.
Yeah.
Hey man, you sure you don't want to?
No. So do you ever, as the representation of 212, how does it make you feel?
With them keep bumping up the money in the open. I mean,
do you ever say, like, do you think, hey, ours is coming? Or are you ever disappointed? Like, man, why are they giving it all to that? Because the 212 gets criticism because of, you have the former people like a Lee Priest who says, I wouldn't have put myself in the 212. I wanted to go head to head. But listen, you went from classic to did the stepping stone. It's like going from junior nationals to nationals, right?
I'm building up, like I said.
Okay. So do you look at it as, is it disappointing to you? Is it, how can I say it? What?
No, I understand what you're saying. Like, how does it make you feel?
Open is just a spotlight right now, man. Open is just a spotlight.
Do you understand why though?
I mean, it just brings more people to the show. It's a money thing, you know. It just brings more people to the show, brings more eyes, and I understand that. And no, it don't disappoint me. All we can do is be better and have more better competitors in the 212 division to hope that they can pay us more. You know, just like Classic Physique. Why does Classic Physique money keep going up? It's because competitors are getting better, and it's better, is more eyes.
You know another reason why, though? Because the best 212 guys leave.
Okay, but I'm going to ask you, that's what I want to ask you. Who are the top 3 stars in 212?
Of all time?
No.
Just right
now.
Right now?
Think.
Hottie, Derek. Right now?
On the circuit, yes.
Him, Clarita, and...
Oh, you're talking about just the 212.
That's
we don't know the third name.
Kerry Badger or
We don't know the third name yet.
yeah.
There's 2 guys that have a big name, and the other one is...
All right, guys, the new flavor Buzzin' Orange is available now. You can grab this over at jcutler.com. Make sure you check it out. We're having a sale right now. Liquid L-carnitine, 3,000 milligrams. You guys want to get that crazy metabolism boost? Let's go.
Okay. This is just where I was going when I asked you next year Arnold Classic, because it's $750,000.
Yeah.
It's a stupid money. Okay. And does he have a chance to win?
Absolutely.
Okay, so you have a chance to win $750,000, but you're going to pass because the time is not right. You know what I mean?
He doesn't give a shit about the money
Yeah. Oh, that's good for you.
because he knows the money.
Trust me,
750 is a lot.
Trust me, I care about the money, man. But you know, I want to do what's right, and the statement that I want to make. When I feel like I'm there, I'm going to make that move. Who knows?
Listen, maybe he'll be there.
Yeah, I'm saying, like, who knows? Let's.
I don't blame him. I don't blame him.
I get it.
He surprised himself.
He wants to make sure when he does get there that he's ready.
He's seasoning himself.
Yeah.
To,
What I'm saying?
So when you do
he
get
might
there, you're
surprise.
Yeah, I just already have the vision and the picture how I'm going to do things. So that's why with the 150K is not pressing me to just, I'm going to do the Arnold Classic album. No. Let's baby steps.
when you
let's
heard that
focus on
750 though,
Oh, it definitely motivated the hell out of me.
Remember,
I went to the gym and had the best workout.
2 weeks later, it's 250, so it's $1 million.
Yeah.
who's going to win the 750?
Well, if I'm not there, then probably
I like that confidence.
I'm not.
Who do you think's going to win it? Does Derek come back and win it again, or does Samson actually come through?
It would be too much for Derek.
Samson made a few times. This is what's this? Third or fourth attempt?
There's no promise with any
He's
of
gonna-
these guys
he
right
did
now.
3 in a row.
It's whoever nailed it that day.
That day.
It's no promise, you know. Derek can win, Samson can win, Hottie can win. All of them been beat.
Andrew
all of
could
them
win
Olympia.
if he makes
Yeah. Keone can win.
Nick could win.
It's
There's
wide
guys.
open. It's wide open.
Keon could definitely win.
Yeah.
What if Hunter comes back and does that show?
I don't think he's in the position yet, but
Never
he
know.
could be.
You-
He could be. We have to see what he looks
Yeah,
like.
right.
Taking the
You trained at Spice, right?
Yeah. No, I've been training.
Oh, yeah.
I've been training at the gym, but I
Okay.
trained with him a couple times at Destination.
Well,
But he's
see what he
clicking
look-
right
You
now.
guys are on
see what he
gas.
looks like
No,
when he
you guys were together before, right?
He's only getting better.
I hope Beck Cruz can come to the Arnold Classic. That would be phenomenal. That would be a good show for him.
Yep.
You know, Martin Fitzwater, he didn't compete. He would be, good there too.
You know what I love the fact that you're the first person that sat here. And Jay would say for years he got too big. And you're the first person that sat there that just said you're not concerned with how much more you put on. You don't hear that nowadays.
I think Phil Heath though balanced himself right. Sean Ray did it right. Chris Cormier did it right.
What I'm saying nowadays, guys are like, I got to put 20 more on. I gotta
Dexter
put 50
Jackson
more
did
on.
it right, actually.
Dexter did
perfect.
it.
Dexter did it correct.
Yeah. He put on what, 25, 30 pounds in his whole
But he just slowly, he just sat at the same and he just waited for his time and he broke down the door.
Back in the day when insulin was putting a lot of size on a lot of people, Dexter says he is never going to do it. He has a time. He's not going to ruin his physique. He was going
Dexter was
for
a light heavy. Was he 198?
middleweight.
No, he turned pro as a light
Ah,
heavy.
yeah.
He won the USA's.
He started as a
won
middleweight.
North Americans.
Dexter is a perfect example of running your own race. Just sticking to your plan, running your own race, not being so influenced on what everybody else wants you to do.
Could
You
imagine
do that,
if you competed till you were 52?
I can't imagine being that long. I can't imagine. I got a whole other life after this.
If you did Dexter's career, you'd still be competing right now.
But look at Bonac right now.
My birthday's coming up.
Yeah. When is it?
The 3rd of August.
August.
Yeah.
52,
It's impressive.
Crazy. Yeah, you could do the Masters.
Yeah, that's what they thought when I did 50. Remember I did the 50? I went there as a
They said if they offer, hey, At this show, he said if they offer $1 million, he'll come back.
Jay?
No, I didn't. No.
You said that. Yeah, I said that. I'll play that to you. What is that?
Tell Matt all the time.
10 million.
Million. 10 million wouldn't change my life at this point.
Listen, let's just be real.
He's already had
Do that well. He knows better. There's guys that are still in the
I
mix.
got no legs and back left, dude. So
Didn't you say your waist is wider than your shoulders?
of course, yeah. Isn't that the goal when you get older? He had walked in here with a cane, you know.
Yeah. I was going to be a smart ass, and it wasn't always.
Jay hasn't shrunk yet like you. People don't know Milos is sitting on 2 phone books.
On the pillow. Don't say it. Anyway, I have no legs right now for sure. But I'm super impressed. I mean, really, nobody in bodybuilding world possibly can say a single bad thing about you. Your physique is flawless. It's state of the art presentation. If I would want to show anybody outside, I say, look at the bodybuilder. Check it out, because you still look appealing to the masses. Everything that bodybuilding represents is you.
I think the most important thing with bodybuilding for anyone in general is like also looking healthy. There's a lot of bodybuilders coming up nowadays that's pushing so hard they don't look healthy. We all do the same things, but it's how you do it, how much you do, and how hard you want to push. And it's about looking healthy, and that's when aesthetics still come in play, right? Yeah. You can be big, like Samson is 300 something freaking pounds, but he looks healthy though. He doesn't look terrible on stage.
He's healthy.
You're not concerned.
In general, healthy.
Yeah.
You are too. Look at the skin complexion. Yeah. Look at that. Crash, there's no.
You just got those, or
I got them about almost a year ago. Here, expensive as hell.
you didn't get them for free?
Huh?
No, should have.
No.
Yeah.
Should have used
wanted
that
my money.
clout, you know.
Wanted my money, man.
You got some good things. You got some good things going on business wise. Talk a little bit about that.
Yeah. So
We saw the news.
Uh-huh.
Make the announcement.
See the hat?
Oh,
Make
yeah,
the announcement,
Raw.
yeah.
So shout out to Raw. Shout out to C-Bum. So I signed with Raw about 2 weeks ago. Just came from Florida. Did a lot of content there. So that was pretty
Did
cool.
you negotiate with C-Bomb? Was he the one that?
So actually, I didn't talk to him. He was talking to other people, and the people was passing down the messages for him, I'm assuming. But no, it's a blessing to be part of such a really good company. They're just popping now. They're just so popular, like the influencers, and then also just the people that believe in the company. It's not like a super hardcore company, but also it's not over like influence. It's just like that in between. And that's why they brought me and Terrence, so we can bring that bodybuilding to life into the team. And they're amazing, man. I'm excited to see what's to come this year and so forth. So I'm excited. It's going to be a great.
Did you get to train at the Raw gym?
I didn't get to train there. I did some product shooting there, and I signed C-Bum Wall Mirror, but that was about it. But we trained at the headquarters there, at Raw headquarters. That gym was pretty.
Where did you fly into?
Orlando. I
Went to drive.
I went to Orlando, and then I stayed there for about 2 days to do some content. Then I drove to St. Port Lucie. I went there to do the
Where
content.
Joe Reiser's there.
We're starting a rumor now.
What?
You and C-Bum are both coming back at the Arnold.
C-Bum is going to come back for sure.
You think so?
Yeah. He loves the sport. I mean,
He's a bodybuilder. Yeah.
when I talk about posing, you, Terrence, and C-Bum going on the stage one after another, back to back to back for an hour, nobody's going to leave there.
Did Terrence show you a couple of poses?
I showed him a couple of poses.
You
No,
competed with Terrence, didn't you?
just
Did you
playing.
compete with Terrence?
No. So the year that I did, I only did Classic for a year. So the year I did Classic, Terrence actually sat out that year, 2019, and he came back in 2020 during the COVID. So I never got a chance to go against Terrence. That was someone I always wanted to go against, besides Breon.
Do you think he has a good shot this year? He made
Between
some
him and Mike,
improvements.
yes, yeah, I think so. It's going to be hard to say for sure. I'm not confident to say
He's
he's
your
going to
teammate,
win or
though.
Mike's going to win.
Yeah.
But it's going to be head and head. I mean, they're both going to be in shape. The only difference is between Mike looks like a 212 bodybuilder on stage, and Terrence looks classic.
Terrence is one of the first guys I've seen lately that actually took time down and actually really improved.
He improved. I saw him in person. I mean, his glutes are striated like hell, and he's like about 10 pounds up from stage, and he looks great. But like I said, I'm not confident to say who's going to win, but it's going to be a damn good battle. It's Classic gonna be very interesting.
Yeah, he if you look at Classic, I mean,
There's like
he's
10
very-
guys.
You still
But
got
he's very
Ramon Dino.
proportioned.
You still
I know, but like when you look at Ruffin's physique, man,
Yeah.
he's got
from head to toe.
he's just got it all, right?
Yes.
He's
But
complete.
still-
He got the arms. The arms came up.
As complete as he is, he was pushed by a Spanish kid, Jose Manuel,
You're right.
knows.
Yeah.
and even strider glutes were not as strider as the other guy. You know, so I'm serious.
That's all I was saying.
Structure.
Person, that was
Structure.
crazy.
Yeah, it is. Logan Franklin, your teammate, also.
Logan's
Logan is dedicated and now motivated.
Arnold look was beautiful.
That condition is stupid. It's not even human.
It was insane.
Yeah,
Every
next
angle
level.
he posed,
Yeah.
it was just everything was firing.
And this is when people, that's why I want to say it. When you watch Logan, every microsecond and millimeter is measured. Breathing. I mean, he posed in my house many times, and I was just like amazed. Like,
He
he's like
sleep lived this.
when he inhales, where he puts the weight on, how he stands, the changes, angles, fingers, facial expression. There's a pose, they have a facial expression. You can't just smile like an idiot all day long, right? So,
I always love those face expressions. Like when I do my ground poses, I'll smile like the first two. I'm like, then I
when you make eye contact,
you look away,
you look away.
bite your jaw down a little bit. So, you want to, it's everything. And that's what we need to put more spotlight on when it comes to posing. Things like
That's
that.
what I was saying, but I was told to shut the fuck up.
You don't say that on this podcast.
That's a bad word, Milos.
Yeah.
You see Milos in the gym when you're training sometimes?
I saw him a couple of times.
Yeah.
He was bench pressing about 315 for a couple of reps. Yeah.
Yeah.
Now I know. Now I know you're full of shit.
I was coming down from 405.
Now usually I see
We just didn't check it.
Now usually I see him. He's training clients, and we'll chop up and I see him at Dragons.
You know what he did one time? He came and, I let my stomach out. I said, I couldn't believe it. You don't get it because I'm always glue your stomach to the spine. And I guess
Caught him breathing.
mine was all over.
Are you home now until are you still doing any appearances?
No, I'm locked in. I'm done traveling. Like I said, I do this usually my last travel is at Guest Post, Minneapolis.
Okay.
I'm locked in for the next 12 and a half, 13, 14 weeks.
Are you putting out YouTube content as you prep?
Every week, every single Wednesday, I drop a video on YouTube.
What's the YouTube channel?
Keone Prodigy. Keone Prodigy. You guys check it out. The whole journey, all the check-ins, full day of eatings, all that's on my YouTube. So
How about your hamstring training? I mean, your hamstring is off the chart.
people ask me about that so much, and the truth is I do the same exercises. I promise everybody.
Can you tell us what that is?
Lying hamstring curls, seated hamstring curls, RDLs, single leg press with your foot high placement so you can really focus on the glutes. But the most important thing is how you execute it. That is what changed the game for me. And plus, I had so much opportunity, room to grow on my hamstrings. It's because I wasn't training them as frequently at the time in 2022. When my wife met me, she was like, "You have no ass." She's like, you have no butt, and I really need to bring up my hamstrings up. When I used to train legs, when I got into 212, I would do a full leg day, not actually a hamstring focus, and I would just touch like a hamstring curl. And when I met her, we actually we did glutes and hamstrings twice a week. Now it's once a week. I look at a hamstring curl, I got to pop.
Back in the day, if you do the legs, everything in one day, and you kill yourself with the squats and then the hex squats, and by the time you come to the hamstring, you don't want to do too much.
So I start with hamstrings before quads.
Yeah,
I just have a whole entire hamstring day.
Yeah.
So quads Tuesday,
It's much better.
whole hamstring focus, and like I said, I didn't train them as much back then, so that's why they grew so much. That's why I have so much opportunity to grow. But for anyone that's trying to bring them up, it's just how you execute the movement.
How about glutes?
Glutes, same thing with glutes. I didn't train glutes either. I've never trained glutes. Besides, I got some glute activation from like squats and stuff, but I wasn't doing that right. Hell, my lower back was so pumped.
So do you do the hip thrust and stuff?
I did the hip thrust. Damn right. It's funny, but it works.
Still, Keone,
I know it works.
I mean, I do the pit chart squat now. That's like the
that's
only.
a lot of glute work. Actually, I
that's-
feel like.
But you get some glute in it, but I get more quad than anything though. It's just how you place your feet. It's how you place your feet, and it's how you coming down. I treat the squat movement like a pendulum squat. you know, kind of like a sissy squat in a way. So I can
You
get
put
as much
on the quads.
Yeah, exactly. So shout out to the wifey. She wrote that program. So if y'all steal that, give her credit.
Well, they can see it on the YouTube channel, you know.
You can see it on the YouTube channel. But yeah, so that is my 2 cents on the hamstrings.
What about the back training? What are you doing that has improved your back so much, you feel like?
I know a lot of guys don't like these movements, especially like the old school guys, but a lot of the single arm movements.
One arm
Single
dumbbell
arms.
rows, one arm kick.
Honestly, I haven't touched dumbbells in years. I don't even do dumbbells. The only time I ever do dumbbells for my body is side lat raises or when I do like bicep curls. Other than that, I don't do
So
dumbbells
what's
for
the
chest.
what's the single arm movement?
Single arm pull down cable,
Okay.
cable row, or any type of like single arm row machine, anything like that.
He likes to hear that.
No, I see him do it, and he's right. You know, in my vocabulary, in my programs, that's a sissy kind of training.
You know what?
He said it's sissy training, but this,
You know what? Why?
but this sissy training won the Olympia though.
Exercise. You know what widened my waist?
Yeah,
any
you
exercise?
bend over dumbbell rows. Yeah, he said it. Yeah, but to correct myself, then when I watched you, I don't like the exercise. Okay, and I did it like when I trained with Logan, we did that stuff, and I did it myself, and I didn't feel shit, you know. Anyway, but when I look at you, it activates, it stretches,
That's
and
right.
contracts. It's beautiful.
You have to do what works for you, and at this point, it's not about what you like; it's about what works.
What works.
And trust me, I did not like doing single arm cable movements. I would give my wife like sometimes I'm like, man, I just want to just fucking row, put 4 plates on a T-bar row and just go, but that's not ideal.
Now, if I have to be honest, I have to tell you, pull downs, whatever grips, many times, people do it because they're supposed to do it. It's there, but they don't really feel it.
They don't really feel
You 100% feel that movement, and you kind of changed my mind. Like, and it's like,
because I have a really good
Look at that.
connection to my lats.
Yeah, you do.
I have a really good connection to my lats. When you have a good connection to anything, you're going to feel it. And same thing with
I
pull
kind of want
downs.
to try it, but I didn't do the back for the last 6 months.
Go try it today.
Yeah.
Let Keone put you through it.
Yeah,
I love
Okay.
to.
Let me
Like Keone's wife put you through it.
it's official.
Yeah,
you know,
that's
she saw me
even better.
She won't have any mercy.
She saw me do 315 bench. You know, like so that's all he catched. So.
So how
Yeah,
much were you
Milos,
really-
you gotta let my wife put. We gotta let my wife put you through a back training.
I'm not training with her.
Come on now.
Yeah, man.
You know what that means? That means you had 1 plate on, and when he came around, you saw him. You added 3, like you,
You know,
just did.
he's anti-wife. You know, Milos. You know,
No, but listen,
some
no,
the wives. You know,
I'm not. No.
I know I'm leaving it right now.
You
Now you're going to get him
proved it.
beat up when he gets home now.
Well, with all the
No,
things.
as far as trainers, I'm throwing him under the bus.
No, but I would be pressured if you know, woman, girlfriend, wife, whoever, woman is watching. You have to show off. You know, I don't care if you're watching or you, right? But if like
She's putting him through the ringer to go to the Olympia to win. You
It
know?
don't matter female or male. I mean, if female can know just as much as a male can, or even more.
No,
What if
but-
someone wants to come train with you guys?
They train with us and they love it. They see what we created. So a lot of people always want to join the session. Always.
What that
Always.
means, Milos.
I'm about to work out with Rafa on hamstring Saturday. He's gonna work out with me and the wifey. He's super pumped.
he trained with Regan the other day, right? A month ago. You.
I trained with him a while ago. It was back.
It was before he went back to Canada.
Killed him. Killed him. He was like, what the fuck?
You killed him?
Oh, me and my wife killed him.
Really?
Like I said, this is the program that
Come back.
Yeah, we haven't trained. We haven't trained since. We were supposed to get some more
I
sessions in,
think
but
we need to have Milos go film with the two.
Yeah.
You were always the one.
Watch
You
the
were always
hip
the one
press.
making people.
I need.
listen.
I need hip
There's
replacement, man.
no excuses. Listen, you know how many times people have trained like, come on. What kind of man are you? Well, now
Do you
it's time
think you're
for-
ever going to get to the point where you just cannot train with people at all?
He's already there.
I'm actually looking forward to that. After the surgery, I'm gonna.
Do you think
go.
Matt could train with you still? We know he's only bully
Yeah,
trains. You know,
yeah.
he's like a bull in there.
Bully
He just
trains.
moves weight. You know, he doesn't
Exactly.
build any muscle.
I
but-
just get rid of stress. I'm not a bodybuilder.
Yeah.
I'm just a weight pusher.
You know, literally, tell him to close the eyes and put anything on the bench. He's gonna push it.
I know.
God damn.
It's like a bull, you know.
Yeah.
What else, Keone? What else you want to add to this? Anything else?
oh man, just in general.
Yeah, just about your experience now. So you've been the
Just
champ now.
Life's just different, man. Just like I said, just traveling around the world.
Are you surprised sometimes that like you're doing a great business now at bodybuilding? You're very respected.
Now,
Does you ever wake up sometimes and feel like, wow, I kind of made it? Or
yeah,
did you ever think you'd be here?
If you
At the beginning.
if you asked me that about 5 years ago, no.
What about the year you pulled out of the Olympia and people were discouraged about that?
Oh man, that was crazy. That was a crazy.
Think
time.
about that time.
Yeah, I remember.
And people were shunning you so badly. Oh, he doesn't have a head. He doesn't have this.
Yeah, a lot of
Do you ever
people,
think back to that?
all the time. I still have comments on my phone.
Do you remember the people that said that?
Oh, I remember. I have screenshots on my phone, and these are people that try to talk to me to this day. I just laugh.
Really?
You know, it always comes around. It always comes
year was
around. This was 2020 when I won Chicago Pro as my pro debut, and then when I sat out just from depression, and I just wasn't ready. People say, "Oh, you're scared. You're not going to compete. You're going to be out of shape. You're too
I was
small."
going to make a comment, and then I heard that he was in depression, so I didn't want to make a comment.
You know-
I want to be encouraging, right?
What
'Cause
would you have said?
I would just try to encourage him to compete. Olympia is Olympia. You made it. You should.
And I get it. And
Yeah.
people was like, "Oh," and I made a comment. I was like, "The Olympia will always be there." And then someone was just going crazy on me, like, "Olympia will know."
How old were you at that? You were in 20 what?
I was like 2020. I was probably like 24. 20.
So hold on. How many years did you train drug free? I forgot. Yeah.
I started around going to the Olympia in 2019. I started basically just like with orals, basically. And then I did my actual first real true cycle going into the 212.
So which year?
2019,
2019.
Olympia.
So you were drug free until then? Holy hell!
Then I went up to, then I did my actual first real cycle going to the 212, obviously.
And now it's history.
Yeah.
But like I said, life is just different now. A lot of respect, and the people that shitted on me then, those are the ones that's trying to get on the bandwagon. Which I learned that's how the game goes, right? You do bad, people shit on you. You do good, everybody wants to be on your team. When you're winning, everybody wants to be your friend. Everybody wants, I know him. You really don't know me. Everybody wants to be your friend when you're at the top, and I see that every single day. I just ignore it and I look past it. I just focus on the true people in my circle that really cares about me. I'm so easily unbothered by this stuff now. Nothing bothers me. I have so much going on. I have so much future plans. I'm going to get married next year. I have so much things going for me. I don't look at any negative things. When I see comments, I just laugh. I'll scroll through. I mean, hell, we want to be honest here. I mean, I have all the bodybuilding pages muted on my account because I don't care. I don't care to see that stuff. I'm so focused on winning number 3. Nothing cannot get in my way. Absolutely not. Even when Milos touched my stomach sometimes randomly, nothing bothers me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm thinking right now when he was talking about when you're winning, everyone's there for you. Talk about you went from winning to losing and everyone
It's
shitted on you.
Really?
It's hard to look people in the face because I'm the nicest guy, and I mean I understand how things work. He just said it pretty much. But like when you're on top, like think about if you have think about the position he is in, and then he loses. And his body shows some sort of a regression, or he gets beat by someone that comes out of the woodwork, and like now it's like, oh, that guy's a young guy coming up. The world was against me.
Yeah, I didn't know that. Really?
Yeah.
2008, until
coming back in 2009. People would just snicker like, oh, Jay thinks he's going to win. Because no one's ever done it, right? I mean, no one ever lost to come back.
When you say the world was against you, obviously social media was the thing. So where did you hear it from?
My sponsors were against me. How's that?
Would they physically tell you that? Or you just...
I would hear, and listen, Phil was on this podcast, and Phil and I were close at that time, and he had to listen to the, behind the scenes conversations, oh, Jay's done, and he knew I was teaming up with Hani, and so we kind of trained together. So he realized, and listen, he was coming into his greatness era. I mean, he was phenomenal. So for that time, you have to have a strong personality to be able to block the noise and be able to go in the gym and train with purpose every day and have the confidence. And it took me, in the very beginning when I lost the Olympia in 08 to Dexter, I said, man, I'm kind of washed up. I remember saying to my wife, I said, it's over, and then it took me like couple months, and then I was like, I think I still got the fire for this. So once I started training and I started getting that feeling again, I knew I could do some damage. I wasn't finished yet. It was just miscalculations, and it was about, monotonous coaching in a sense, because my coach wasn't good enough. It was just that the coach got adapted to what Jay wants to do.
Yeah.
And sometimes like you think you have all the answers, and because you're winning, you just say, okay, I don't want to change a thing. But it's a different variables every single year.
Mm-hmm.
What you did last year, you're not going to be able to do this year. You're going to have to look at it different, you may get in shape way earlier. Calories might not have to come down as much.
That's kind of where I feel I'm eating more food than ever now.
Yeah.
And I'm at just seeing this conditioning being as heavy for me. Yeah, everything is.
You may get at 218, bro, and be like, my body's not moving, but I'm changing.
Yeah,
I mean, you can sit here and dictate what number you think that's going to be your best, but you don't know. I mean,
as Patrick always tell me, whatever number whatever you look your best. But for funsy, I always like to think, damn, I can probably be in really good shape at 208, 207. I don't know. Either way, I'm going to be bigger than I was last year.
You're already bigger.
I'm already bigger now. Just putting a lot of quality.
It's not about bigness, though. It's just about
it's quality. It's all about quality. Quality.
Showing the bigger legs and fuller chest, and like I said, more dense back.
And I got gyno surgery this year too as well. And so I think I swear that made my chest a little bigger from the lipo. It kind of like pushed my chest up higher. So that was a good thing. Out. And I train chest twice a week too. That's something that I wanted to improve on, and I felt like we did that too as well. So
how long did it take you to start training again?
I think like 5 weeks. 5 weeks.
I've done right after the show.
Yeah, but you couldn't do nothing for upper body, really?
No. When I was laying down, I slayed on I swear I had a den on my couch of how long I was sitting there. My wife wouldn't let me do anything. Yeah. So
it comes back fast.
It came back really fast. I think within like week 6, I was under the Smith machine, pushing just 2 plates, and I built up from there.
So it took 5 weeks completely off.
Yeah,
or more.
They say
it was like they said 4 weeks, but I think
you have to wear that thing.
Yeah.
I waited about 5 weeks for sure. No, I think the 5th week I was doing arms, and then week 6 or 7 I actually did chest for the first time.
Yeah. Did you ever take a break after the shows from 2001 to never? I'm curious because Kevin Liveroni did.
Ronnie used to take off like 4 months.
3-4 months. Yeah, never. Yeah, me neither. Never.
Did you have gyno surgery? Did you, Milos?
No. I never had a rheumatization at all.
I had twice.
And I never...
You had gyno surgery twice?
Yeah.
I had
it when I was 20, and then I had it in 2003 because I got one side that came back.
2003, really?
Yeah, after the Ironman, Arnold.
Wow.
I got it done.
That sucks.
That Ironman is probably my favorite. You haven't seen this in person, those Ironman lights, they add another 20%.
How would you look with
Ironman?
Yeah.
Where was Ironman? Was that? Where?
Redondo Beach.
Redondo Beach. But I don't know what it is. I mean, every time when I look at those videos, like, holy hell. Whatever you look, you're going to look 20% better. Yeah, and Jay didn't even plan to do the Ironman, I guess. He just did, he was planning Arnold Classic, but then 2 weeks early, he was in shape. It was shocking.
Why did they take Ironman away?
Don't make money? I don't know.
I was always curious for such.
Well, it's kind of the California Pro now, isn't it? But later in the year.
Yeah.
So Cali Pro was basically what Ironman was.
Ironman was in February, though. It was around.
Even magazines. I wish.
Before the Arnold, or 2 weeks before.
I wish there's still magazines like back in the day. I made a post the other day, yesterday maybe. I would like to bring many things back in magazines and physique photography. Physique photography with some Chris Land kind of photographer doing a magic shots. In top shape in the gym.
Crazy.
If I can suggest anything to all the guys out there and people listening to this, I would take the time to hire the photographer, even if it costs you $1,000 after your show.
Yeah.
To do your own photos.
Absolutely.
One thing I would say, because you need if I had all that now, I'm constantly like hey, can I use this image for my own
Gotta get
business?
permission.
I am fighting right now to get a hold of files of pictures
From you.
I'll give you
of
1,000.
my own. I understand, but you have staged things. I have a million. There's a lot of staged things because once they bleed the internet, they're open category. But photo shoots in the gym, that's one thing I would tell you. I would hire a photographer, and there's a million in the business that, I mean, it's probably not even in this business. You could find great ones. Get the pictures, bro.
That's the goal.
Make your own, because that is a lifelong necessary thing for you.
Yeah, that's probably the biggest regret is not doing actually photo shoots. Is something.
But you're not, I'm telling you, before you're in your prime. I mean, every year I would just hire a photographer and have those images.
Yeah.
Yes, having you doing photo shoot training, posing, all stuff, gym shots. I would get on a white background, even if you could at the show, like right after the show, and just when you're dry and hard, and do all the mandatory so you have those images, because I'm telling you, they're going to be worth a fortune for you later. And I'm saying this to anyone out there, all the pros out there. I mean, every top guy that you think, how many pros have businesses now?
All the pictures that I sent to Jay.
Whenever a picture is taken, unless you've hired them, whoever snaps it owns the rights to it. So you can't just use a picture and just use it on marketing either.
Yeah.
Unless you hire somebody, hey, I'm going to pay you. Those files are mine. Now you own them.
Right.
So if you just take a random photo, you can't just give it to
How about this one?
You know what's messed up about this?
Yeah,
Milos,
favorite one.
Jay would hire a professional photographer, and Milos should be around the corner like this.
They were so mad at Milos because he would release pictures on the internet prior to the magazine.
You're a legit bully, Milos.
I go behind photographer. He doesn't see me, and then whatever he has to set up lights for, I use
because he had all the lights, because that's what I'm saying. That's why I say photo shoot, not just a random, like anyone can take cell phone, which is great too, right?
Oh,
but
man.
to have the actual lighting set up so you look like everything's spot on, right?
I almost lost my contract because I was so pissed off. I mean, I took a picture of him looking crazy. So how
You just couldn't help yourself.
how can I help myself and keep it for myself? I just put it out there. I mean,
It helped me win the Mr. Olympia the first year, though.
Jesus Christ. Anyway, do a lot of photos. And you don't need to hire a photographer. I'm sure if you just make yourself available. I would set up, and I have in my journals, 3 days right up to any show.
That's
Sunday,
one thing I can
Monday,
tell you.
Tuesday.
The best advice I'll ever give you. You ask me about the body, everything else, own your pictures. They're going to be priceless.
Yeah, I'm on it.
Anything else?
No, big countdown now.
I think we killed it.
We're out of this dump.
All right.
Until next time.
I think he'll be back on, though. What do you think?